is it important for you to put your own ideas into the interpretation of a song, or do you want to stay as close as possible to the original composition?
I think both. Sometimes there's room for like longer jams. Then we're just jamming, and then obviously my style sneaks in. But for the most part, I try to stay true to the original riffs because I think they're perfect as they are. They don't need. But there's always going to be a little bit of my style sneaking in. It's impossible to not to, But I try to stick to the original. Except for jam parts or.
Did you see Kyuss back in the days?
Oh, I did.
Something you regret?
Yeah. That's too late.
Brent, the question for you. If it wasn't about money, how would the ultimate Kyuss Lives live show look like for you? Any drum rises or whatever?
Well, the ultimate Kyuss show for me is what we're experiencing now. I've been waiting many years to, and I'd actually felt in my heart that someday, we would come back together and celebrate a fantastic band and be able to give the music back to ourselves and back to the people. Some of those who were part of it when it was happening, some of those who weren't even around, and for all of us, the crowd and us up on stage to fucking rock and have a blast. I mean, that to me is the ultimate kind of show. And I mean, for better or for worse, money's what makes the world turn around, and it makes sometimes is what makes the rock roll. But so that's always a part of it. But we don't need that to be a part of this. This was, this is what it is, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, I thought so. Nick, is creating music a way to cope with your inner demons?
Yes and no. I mean, with something like my Mondo stuff, I'm very out front with what I'm singing, so that's why I prefer other singers, but I have to get some things out sometimes, whether it's nice to the ear or not. Yeah, I like to get it out. So sometimes you sing about something so you don't do it maybe, or you don't so you can let that out, that part of you out or something. And it's not that it's always bad. I'm just saying, like I like to with my band scream and stuff like that, and it kicks my ass after every show. But it's yeah. So I guess I could say yes to that. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff out.
Yeah. John, as you're not any longer caught in your infancy, in retrospect, is there something where you have to confess, Daddy, you were right?
Say that once more.
As you're not any longer caught in your infancy, in retrospect, is there anything where you have to confess, Daddy, you were right?
That was right?
Daddy, you were right. So you gave me a good advice, which I didn't understand, but now I got it.
Oh.
What have you learned over the years?
Yeah.
It's a hard question.
Yeah. I'll put it to you this way. The best thing that could have ever happened to me was Kyuss breaking up. And reason being is that I was very unappreciative and very naive and very ignorant when it came to the fact, you know, what I had, you know, back in the day. And it was good, and I told myself, you know, why did I let that happen? And I know exactly why I let it happen, because I needed a big dose of someone kicking my ass, and that big dose of kicking my ass was just life in general. And I'm not exactly sure if that answered the question or not, but in a weird sort of way, for me, I was still in a weird sort of way, in an infantile type of stage. I was, you know, a baby sometimes when I wouldn't get my way or whatever and whatnot. But you know, some people bloom a little bit later than others, you know, and I guess, you know, I'm a late bloomer, and that was, you know, the best thing that could have happened to me. So now to go back and revisit, you know, my past with 3 amazing guys and 3 amazing musicians, I'm grateful, and I hold on to it, and something that I celebrate. And there's going to be a lot of good music coming out of you know, coming out of us 3 in the next couple of years, and you know, that's why we're here talking to you right now, you know. But again, I'm not exactly sure if that answered the question or not, but that was probably you know, something that you know, I never take for granted, and I think about every single day.
All right, thanks for taking your time, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
yeah, thank you.